Hey Veronika, how are you? Do you have a quick second?
Yeah, what's up?
We've been reviewing late fees and how much we've been collecting, and your name came up as one of the reps that has been waiving a significant amount of fees. We really just need to collect these fees. We don't want you waiving late fees when it's not warranted.
I'm actually glad that you brought this up. What you guys need to do is start holding escalations accountable because out of the last 20 calls that I've transferred to escalations in the past month, 15 have gotten their fees waived after I followed policy and said no. So escalations gets to be the hero. No, I'm just going to be the hero. I'm going to lower my talk time and I'm going to be able to make these customers happy. This way my scores go up and I don't have to worry about being on the phone with them forever, fighting for no reason if as soon as I transfer them, they throw a little tantrum and they get their fees waived. So instead of holding me accountable for waiving too many fees, hold your escalations people accountable for not backing up the frontline agents because we're the ones that are up here getting yelled at, getting screamed at, and then they get to be the hero. Nope, nope. Nope, I'm putting on my cape. I'm the hero now. Just call me Super V. Well, actually that might sound inappropriate depending on how and when, where and why you say it. So, anyway, that's my take on that. So, I'm thank you for bringing it up, but I'm not changing my behavior until your escalations people change theirs.
Hi Veronika, thank you so much for joining me for your yearly review and to see if you're going to be receiving an increase. So I just wanted to go over really quickly some of the feedback that we've gotten from some of your managers. Essentially, you've been doing great. The scoring system is between a 1 to a 5, and you basically got 3.5 to 4 across the board, which is great. We don't give anyone a 5 because I feel like there's always room for improvement. So we never give anyone a 5, okay? So why is the score of 5 there if it's unattainable? Why is it even on there as an option? The score of 5 is there so that you can always have something that you want to achieve. Like you always want to reach for the 5. So it's the maximum increase that you're going to receive is going to be a 5% if you get a 5. Anything under a 5 is just going to be a little less. So for yours, it's going to be, you're going to receive a 3% increase, okay? Just because it is under that score of 5. So I brought with me a couple of my projects that I've worked on this year. And let me just read you this feedback that I got on this one. Veronika did an excellent job. She was very thorough and delivered her project before the due date. Okay. This one says Veronika is very proactive. She always anticipates my needs and was able to deliver an exceptional project. And this one says another slam dunk. Great job. I cannot wait for our next project together. So I guess my question is, throughout the year when I'm doing these projects and receiving feedback stating that I'm doing excellent, how does that not translate to an excellent score of 5 when it comes time to give me my increase? Somehow, some way at the end of the year when I'm getting my review, I'm less than excellent. I'm average versus the above average comments that I've gotten throughout the year. It's almost like the comments that I get throughout the year while I'm working do not match with what the comments are when it comes down to me getting my increase. So I'm not accepting 3%. I need my increase to reflect the work that I've done throughout the rest of the year. So, if you can work on that, that'd be wonderful. Well, I can't authorize any additional increase. So I guess what I could do is take it back to leadership and see what their thoughts on everything are because I just can't approve it right now. I can't approve more than 3%. Well, I appreciate that. I'll be waiting for your response. Hey, boss. Thank you for taking the time out to meet with me. I just needed to run something by you and see what your thoughts were. So, I know it's really none of your concern, and I understand if you can't do anything about it, but my rent went up significantly, and I was forced to get a second job, and that job is on weekends, but I also need to work Mondays there. So I know in the past, people in my department have done 4 days a week, 10-hour days to make up the 40 hours. And I was just kind of hoping that you could allow me to do that so that I could take that other job so that I'm not homeless in a couple months. Wow, I am so sorry that's happening to you. I don't see it being a problem as long as there's coverage, which you have a counterpart. So, why don't we just do it to where both of you work 4 10-hour days? She can work Monday through Thursday, and then you'll work Tuesday through Friday. I hope that works for you. And again, I'm sorry that that's happening to you. Working two jobs is not fun. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. You don't understand. I know that, you didn't really have to do it, but thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I take care of my mom, and I'm the only one working, and I'll be working 7 days a week. So you made it possible. Thank you so much. You needed to see me? Yes. For some reason, you were approved to work for 10-hour days a week. I just wanted to remind you that next week is a holiday on Wednesday, so I'm going to need you to adjust your schedule to come in every day next week except for Wednesday. I mean this with all the respect in my heart, but your boss's boss's boss approved for me to be off on Mondays because I have another job. I get that, but I mean, if you want to be that person and go running to her and let her know that I'm giving you this order, you can do that. But I'm going to need you to be here next week. The other half of my department isn't having to adjust their schedule on holiday weeks. Is there a reason that I'm having to do it? Well, the other half of your department, they're working really hard. Did you just say it's because they're working hard? Don't take it personal. I need you to adjust your schedule next week. I just need you to come in every day next week. I get you have another job, but your other job really has nothing to do with me. I won't be here on Monday. I'll submit a PTO request. And if it's denied, then I'll go to HR because then it's personal.
Veronika, do you have a second?
Yep.
I just needed to bring it to your attention because I was told that you're a little difficult to work with and a little
Who
combative.
told you that?
I can't really tell you who told me to
What you mean
avoid,
you can't tell me?
well, to avoid any conflicts or, hostile work environment.
Okay. And what was the situation that made me difficult to work with?
I feel like if I tell you that, it narrowed down the person that it was with. So
So
I
you're
can't.
coming to me telling me that someone thinks I'm difficult to work with. You won't tell me who it is, and you won't tell me what the situation was.
I just wanted to bring it to your
If this was a
attention.
court of law, I have the right to face my accuser. How do you know that this person doesn't have a personal vendetta against me?
I didn't,
How do you
I
know that
didn't,
this person's intentions are legit and not just trying to get me fired or try to get me in trouble when I can't defend myself adequately because you won't tell me who it is?
I just wanted to bring it up so you could work on your
Well, I
behavior.
can't fix a problem that I don't know is happening. If you won't tell me what the situation was or who the person was, then we don't even need to be having this conversation.
I'm just trying to keep the peace. I don't want you to be difficult.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to be difficult, but if you're going to come accusing me of something, then I want to be able to look that person in the face and make sure that they're being honest about what they're saying. But you want to protect them, that's fine. We don't need to have this conversation. And if we need to have it, then we're going to go to HR, and then all of us are going to be there, including this mystery person.
Hey, Veronika, do you have a second?
Of course.
Without going into too much detail about who it is or anything like that, I just wanted to bring it up to you. There are people in the office who feel a little left out when you're speaking with your colleagues in Spanish, and we just really want to promote a team environment, if that makes sense.
There's only one person in the office that doesn't speak Spanish, so you don't have to tell me who it is, because I already know. If I was speaking to her, I'd be speaking in English if it was any of her business. But you know what? Just out of respect, because my mom taught me to be a respectful person, sure, when I'm in her presence, I will not speak Spanish.
Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you.
Hey, Janet, just recapping the conversation we just had. Tell Cassandra to mind her business and she won't have to worry about what language I speak when I am not talking to her. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Hey, V, can I bother you real quick?
Yeah?
I have a Spanish caller. Can I transfer it to you?
No, you can't transfer it over.
Why? She only speaks Spanish. Why not?
Because apparently you have a problem with me speaking Spanish. So I'm not going to speak Spanish for you. If it was such a problem, you wouldn't need me. So figure it out. Call the line. Do whatever you got to do. But don't count on me anymore to speak Spanish when you have a Spanish client.
But I really need to make an appointment with this person.
That's your problem, not mine. Should have kept your mouth shut.